Welcome along, lovely to have you with us. You're watching this evening's Premier League tonight. The excitement in the studio is palpable. They are saving it for the show. That's what they're doing. Use the hashtag PL tonight to get involved with the show this evening. We want to know about your team, what you thought of their performance today. A question for any of the guys. Whatever it is that floats your boat about football this evening, it's your show. So hashtag PL tonight on social media, and hopefully we'll get around to hearing from you. But let's just go through the headlines from today, because it's been a big old day once again for Manchester United. The four tops for the second game in succession. Manchester United score 4 goals. Did you hear the stat at the end of the game? First time they've done that in 110 years.
Not interested.
You must be delighted with that start to the season for them.
Yeah, buzzing for them.
Great watching them, isn't it? Such a good team to watch at the moment. Right, the other headline today. Saints and Sinners. We all know who the sinner was. There he is in the shot. Saints, though.
That was a better game to watch.
It was a good game.
It was a better game to watch.
I thought you might say that. I thought you might say that. It was a good game, actually, with the West Ham fight back being down to 10 men. And then Main Mane, you would have enjoyed that one. Important goal. Just snuck past Crystal Palace. All right.
Wins a win.
Loads to talk about, loads to get through in the next hour. It's lovely to have you with us. Get involved using the hashtag PL tonight. But we start the show with Adam McCullough from the Full-Time Devils talking Manchester United.
Just outside the ground where Man United have won 4-0, now 1-0. I thought Swansea City were going to get back into it, and it was going to be another one of those days. Swansea have got many results against Manchester United over the last couple of years, and I thought they were about to do it again. But 3 quick-fire goals in the second half have made it a comfortable 4-0 victory for Manchester United. Another 4 goals, another clean sheet. It's difficult not to get carried away after these 2 performances from the Reds, but it's exactly the way we needed to start the season, and it's the way we need to continue as well. We want to get our trophy back this season, and that's the way to go about it.
Love it. And that's why we love football. It's
That's why I love
there,
football, yeah, brilliant.
Or it's down there.
It's difficult not
it?
to get carried away.
At the moment. Get involved. If you're a Man United fan and you want to share your thoughts on your team's performance so far this evening, it's hashtag PL tonight. So Adam is saying, difficult not to get carried away. Jose Mourinho is saying, let's see how we react in the face of adversity.
The thing that I want to see, but I don't want to see. But if it happens, I want to see the team losing and see the way we emotionally react to it, because it's also another stage. Be losing and try to change the result, because in this moment everything is going in our favor, but you know, it's not always motorway. You always find difficult roads and roadworks, and we have to be ready.
Well, he's driving the bus down the motorway okay at the moment, isn't he? Look, 2 4-0 wins, but over West Ham we've had an awful start to the season, and Swansea, who we expect to be fighting relegation once again. So is it too early to watch those 2 games and go, Manchester United, best team in the league?
You're joking. Of course it is, yeah. Of course it is. Yes, they're 2 very good victories, and there's a lot to be positive about, and the new signings are playing well, and certainly when we've done Manchester United games in the last couple of weeks, we know they're a better team than last year. They're bigger, they're stronger. They brought Lukaku in, who scored lots of goals. But to get carried away at this early stage after beating West Ham and Swansea, of course it is. This is not a Man United thing. I'd say this about anybody.
What I would say, though, is they're the teams that, you know, over the last 3 years or so, they have struggled against and maybe slipped up against stupid results. You know, Mourinho in the big game is going to have a game plan. You know, he's a serial winner and he produces teams and sets them up to win big games. If you Manchester United keep turning out results like that, there's no doubt about it. Come the end of the season, they will be involved and be in the mix.
I think we expect that, though, didn't we? I think we expect them this year to be a lot stronger than they were, Mark.
Well, Mourinho has stole a march on everybody in the pre-season. The signings that he made, Lukaku is pivotal in this Premier League already. We knew that he was at times a pussycat, but a real tiger of a player, and he's playing now to his potential. Suddenly he's doing it. Matic in midfield is pulling the strings. Pogba now is suddenly doing what we expected of him last season. It's only 2 matches, but what he did in the transfer market, what he's done at the start of the season, is a totally different Manchester United, and all that kind of... it's almost like propaganda, but that aura comes back.
Yeah.
Old Trafford becomes a really difficult place to go to. You know, all those draws go out the window, and he's turned it round. It's very early in the season, but it's been really impressive how they've done it.
It's a really positive start from them, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, you've spoken about signings. Wekash on social media says Lukaku, Pogba, Martial, Rashford, Matic. That is how you build a winning team. Alex Fraser got in touch. Hello, Alex. Says after 2 goals and an assist in 25 minutes, Anthony Martial deserves to start the next game for Manchester United. Hello as well to Harry Salmon using the hashtag PL tonight. United played with confidence, showed they could be clinical, managed the game superbly. So much chat and so much positivity from United fans on Twitter, especially tonight. Have they got the players? Go on.
Pace. For me, when I watch them now, we're just seeing bits of highlights today. There's flash of pace from Martial, rapid, goes past people that they're not there. When you've got that in your team, as a defender, when you watch players, I was lucky enough to play with some fantastic players like Henry. I would giggle when they got the ball. And that's how these players feel now at Manchester United. Suddenly they've got real weaponry at the top of their team that can punish teams. And they're looking, but it's too early in the day to say. I feel Man City will win the league. Actually, if you're going to ask
They're
me,
the favourites, aren't they?
I think it's great, isn't it? The fact that we do get carried away because when Martial, Rashford, I think Van Gaal brought Martial in, didn't he? And was ridiculed at certain because of his signings, and we need to be patient with him. And he's had a bit of criticism. And suddenly, when things start to go right, we start to say, it's all coming together now and we're building a great team. You just need patience a lot of time in this game. Martial is only young. Rashford is only young. We know he's going to have poor games in the future, but we just need to lay off them a bit. But I think the pivotal signings of Matic and Lukaku, they've brought the team so far forwards, haven't they? And they've let the likes of Pogba then express themselves and influence the games more in further positions on the pitch, and that helps the younger players.
And I thought they should be both at Chelsea. Surely that Lukaku wanted to go back for unfinished business to Chelsea, but the manager wasn't interested. Matic should never have been allowed to leave Chelsea. So Mourinho's made all that happen. So everything he's doing now, for me, counts for double because of those signings he made.
I think the signings he made really complement the people that are already
around
there.
him, yeah.
So, as you say, Pogba's had a lift. Mkhitaryan, now he's got pace. He's got Lukaku running into the channels. Matic, because they've got so much pace and attacking players, he steadies the ship and breaks everything up and puts all the fires out, which is what Arsenal struggle.
I think Mkhitaryan now, a year later, hasn't he? We know that has now suddenly looks as if he's going to make assists every game. Looks like the player he was when we brought him from the Bundesliga into the Premier League. Yes, he was king of assists in the Bundesliga. Last year he took time to settle, which is understandable. Learn a new language, different team, huge team in United, and suddenly he started the season. And he's got more assists in 2 games, I think, than he had last season. I mean, he's really started the season well, and we're talking about Lukaku.
And of course, Jose Mourinho is pivotal to this. And we've got the stats of his second season in charge as a manager. Take a look at this, because this is fascinating reading. So this is his second season record. You can see going right back to 2002, 2003. He's won Liga NOS, Premier League, Serie A, Coppa Italia, and the Champions League, of course, in that treble year at Inter, La Liga, then the Premier League and the League Cup at Chelsea, all in the second year. As a player, are you aware of that sort of stuff? And do you start thinking this is a manager who takes a bit of time to bed in and then he starts winning? Or is this just what happens because you need time to build a team? And Jose's at clubs where they give him the money to go in and make an impact, basically.
I think you're aware he's a top-class manager. And you know that he's going to be there or thereabout when he competes. And if he goes in and takes over a team where they are weak or they're not doing well, you know it's only going to be a matter of time before he builds something. He's very good in the transfer market. He's good at spotting where teams need to improve, where they're weak, and he's sorted this Manchester United side.
But it helps, doesn't it, when he's got the finances behind him? It helps that he wants a £75 million centre forward, and they've got the ability to go and get it. But he still has to get it right. But I think we all know how great a manager he is.
I've never worked with him, but Patrick Vieira tells me that there's a sort of... Someone's laughing in my ear. But because I never worked with him.
That's brilliant.
Patrick Vieira has said to me, as a manager, if you compare him to someone like Arsene Wenger, the things with Mourinho is there's a feeling there's no time to lose. We can be successful now, but not tomorrow. But we have to do it now, otherwise it's not going to happen for us. And it creates an urgency in their play. And you have to say that eventually when he gets it right, he's going to win something. Now, this is what fascinates me this year is Guardiola's another one who very rarely finishes without a trophy. So which one is it going to be this season? And it's going to be an incredible fight to the end with Spurs in there, Liverpool doing better now. There's an awful lot about this Premier League. Mourinho, they're the early chasers, but it's about being in the right position come April time. Will they still be able to do it?
This is from United Stand, MUFC. Paul Pogba is doing things with the football you've only dreamt about or tried on FIFA. Are you seeing that?
I think we've seen flashes. You know, we've all mentioned that he needs to be more and more consistent. But what we'll say is the likes of Matic and the likes of Lukaku will complement his game, will lift him, and you know he will be able to find that consistency a lot easier than he did last year, where United are still finding the right balance and the right players.
I bet United fans are sitting at home loving you talking positively about their football club.
Got to be constructive, Jake. You've got to be fair.
Very much so.
Yeah, of course.
Matt Hartwright, do you see any weaknesses in our squad now, or do you think we've got the squad for the title?
I think they've got the squad to compete for the title now, but you know, they can improve in certain areas. I still think they need a top-class left-back. I'm still not sure the centre-half partnership's the one of a Rio Ferdinand and a Vidic. So they're the areas for me if you're being ultra-fussy with United.
I think the fact that we've all been asked questions about who we all think will win the league at the start of the season with the squads that were available at this time. And I plumb for Manchester City. I think Martin plumbed for Manchester City. I don't know who Stephen went for Manchester City. So, of course, they can compete and be competitive and fight and pull out great results like this. But I personally feel like Manchester City have got a better squad. I do. Whether they can fight as hard as United or grind results out is only, you know, we'll wait and see. But I think City have got the best squad, more equipped than United this year.
OK, great. A few other comments coming in. United fan Big Papa says United have options and balance. They could be playing Martial and Rashford. Sure to add another attacking option. Zlatan possibly coming back. Matic is key. Ollie Webb, United looking really strong. Matic, Mkhitaryan and Pogba all looking outstanding, just to name a few. But as we've said, not getting carried away, right? Not much anyway. Not much anyway. But listen, that's fair. That's why we love football, though, isn't it?
Exactly.
OK, Jack Butland is going to be joining us very shortly on this evening's Premier League tonight. Any questions for Jack? If you're a Stoke fan, if you're an England fan, if you want to know his thoughts about where he believes he sits in the pecking order for his country, get your thoughts in to us using the hashtag PL tonight. And after the break, 3-word match reports. Tell us, who do you support and the 3 words that sum up your team's performance today? Was that said about Martin? I can't believe that. You didn't hear that? No. Good.
You wouldn't say it to his face, though, would you?
Hey! I'm only joking.
It was a Jake show on here, by the way.
It is.
Well,
That's what they're saying in my ear.
It says there.
It's all about Jake.
Jake Humphrey, Premier League Tonight Show.
See you after the